Hello, YouTubers. Welcome back and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome to Beth Talks. This is a channel where I share some of my insights and my experiences to help others that are going through a transitional period or changes in their life. Something that I can share and help inspire and let other people know that they're not alone and in their journeys, that there are other people experiencing the same things that they're experiencing. So today I'm really excited because, oh, check out this background. I love it. This is so appropriate. Don't you love it? I'm out in space today. I was inspired today to talk a little bit about karma because of today's full moon. I love full moons. I love that full moons represent changes, and it always brings out higher energies and a little bit more emotions out of us. It kind of draws out the things from us that we've suppressed sometimes. So today, our full moon is a little bit special because right now the sun is in the astrological sign of Libra. That's mine sign. I just had a birthday. And Libra is all about balancing the scales of justice, balancing out our yin and yang. And the moon right now is in the astrological sign of Aries. Aries is all about assertiveness, aggressiveness, the hunter in you, the pursuit of happiness, new beginnings. It's the first zodiac sign, so it often represents new beginnings and kind of putting those two together, the hunter and the balance, the scales, kind of brings forth a little bit of karma. Kind of shows you where you're at and how the things in your life are reflecting upon the changes that you're making. If you're wanting to make changes. If you're really not wanting to make changes, it's probably not the right channel for you. But first, I wanted to share a quote with you that I love. I heard from Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer states that how people treat you is their own karma. How you react to how people treat you, that's your karma. So karma plays a big part in balancing out your life. It's either going to dish out something that will be an experience you need to learn from, or it's going to dish out rewards for the actions you've taken in your life. So there's 3 things that I'm inspired to share with you today about karma. The first one I'd like to talk about is your relationships with others, because when it comes to karma, it's all about our relationships with others and ourselves. Our relationships with others reflect on how we think about ourselves and the people in our lives. If you have relationships with friends, family members, a loved one, this relationship repeatedly always involves shame and blame and reflecting on the past, not taking responsibility for your own actions. It's a very disempowering relationship. So it's really important to evaluate the relationships in our lives. And full moons kind of gives us a little bit of inspiration to do so. My second point I'd like to mention is we are always constantly either building our dreams or building our nightmares. And that's what karma is all about. Karma is never a bad thing, because even when something doesn't turn out the way you'd hoped it to, that's a lesson for you to learn. And there's always something to be grateful for when it comes to learning lessons. And because karma is always building up action within us, it reflects how we've treated ourselves as it relates to other people. Hopefully that makes sense. So we're always constantly building that karma for ourselves. Thirdly, and most importantly, I think, is our relationship with ourself. So when we have, I think, needs, wants, and desires to fulfill in our own lives, we do one of two things. We either think about it, fantasize about it, and kind of dwell on the fact that we don't have it, or we know ourselves and our abilities and consciously be aware of our self-talk and believe that whatever our needs are, we have the ability to achieve those needs. So when you have a relationship with yourself that reflects upon changes and building a future, that's empowering. If you have a relationship with yourself, going back to what I said before, that's always constantly thinking about what it is that you don't have, or blaming others for what you don't have, or not taking accountability for your own actions, that's very disempowering. So when it comes to karma and balancing out the scales between your action, Aries, and your karma or balance in the scales, those two really bring current, I guess, accountability, or it brings to fruition what you have accumulated in your own actions. And sometimes we could take actions on things, and without even realizing those actions that we have taken are not actions that actually reflect on where we want to go. So your relationship with yourself is your compass to knowing what kind of actions that you're really truly taking, and are those actions and thoughts that you think about yourself benefiting your future or dwelling on the past. Because relationships that are dwelling in the past are disempowering. Relationships that are focusing on changing in the future, that's empowering. So your relationship with yourself is an exact mirror image of the relationship that you're having with other people. So be selective. Be selective of the relationships that you accumulate, and really examine those relationships and say to yourself, is that something that's going to create a better me in that relationship, or is that something that's going to hold me back in the past? Something you have to let go. Letting go is not easy. I struggle with it when it comes to reflecting on relationships in my life or actions and patterns that I've accumulated without even really realizing what patterns I'm creating. When I take time to really reflect on what actions I've placed myself in and taken upon my own future, that gives me the power to decide what kind of relationships I want in the future. So hopefully this made sense. And I hope that you guys really got something out of today, because I really thought a lot about this and how I can benefit other people, giving an inspirational message, and hopefully by learning how I look into my own self-reflection, that can help other people kind of look at a different perspective in their own life. So I hope this has served you well, And I hope you've gotten something out of today's video, and I look forward to seeing you again on Beth Talks next Sunday. So make sure that you hit the like button, like, and the little bell will give you a notification of whenever I upload a new video. Share this with somebody that you might think could benefit from this message. And of course, subscribe. Helps me out, lets me know that you're out there. Building a tribe of people that resonate with me and what I'm going through in my transitional process, and know that there is a tribe out there for me that I can love and embrace and create a better world with. So you guys have an amazing week, and I hope this full moon has inspired you to look at the things in your life and relationships about other people and yourself, and get inspired to make changes and have a positive outlook when it comes to karma. You create it, so make it great. We only have a few months left of this year. Make the best of it, because next year is going to be an amazing 2020. You guys have an awesome week, and I'll see you again on Beth Talks next Sunday. Peace and love.